Today we are going to discuss about a podcast of Integrated Civil Services Program, which is offered by the Tapasya College of Commerce and Management in association with Varanda IAS. To talk about the program, we have here Ms. Nuvera, who is the regional head of Varanda IAS from Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Good morning, madam. Thank you for taking a time to share about the insight of Integrated Civil Services Program, which is offered by the Varanda IAS in association with Tapasya College of Commerce and Management. Before we start with what the integrated program is, can you please talk about what is Union Public Service Commission is and what civil services actually, what is the meaning, what exactly the UPSC in a simple sense?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for having me here, and it's a very I can say it's a very interesting question, and it's a very basic question that everyone needs to be aware of. Every year we come across the UPSC results in the newspaper. So UPSC is nothing but a constitutional body, that's the Union Public Service Commission, which is responsible for recruiting personnel in various departments of the government across India. So one such exam the UPSC conducts is the Civil Services exam. So through the Civil Services exam, the UPSC CSE exam, UPSC recruits young aspirants to become the bureaucrats, that is the IAS officers, IPS officers, who are the backbone for the administration of the country, who are the brainchilds behind the different economic policies, different administrative activities that are brought in by the government. So yes, this is one of the most prestigious commissions which conducts an exam for the most prestigious post in the country.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am, for giving a very brief intro about what does it mean UPSC. And then, so to begin with, can you please decode what exactly is the integrated program which Varanda IAS in association with Tapasya College of Commerce and Management is about?
Okay. So the integrated UPSC preparation program, or we call it Integrated Civil Services Program, or the IAS Prep Program that is offered for the students of Tapasya College of Commerce and Management. It's a very unique program, I can say, Prahlad. This is a program that is for the students who have just finished their grade 10, who are inspired to serve for the country, and who wants a guided path till they clear this exam. And this program is for 4 years, starting from their intermediate first year, or we can say grade 11, up until their second year of graduation. So it's a 4-year dedicated preparation program, keeping in mind that the student is preparing for a career, in the public sector or the government sector. So for the same reason, though the name of the program is Integrated UPSC Program or Integrated Civil Services Program, our target is to make sure that the student prepares for more than 230 government exams through one course, integrated with their regular academics. That is their boards or their graduation studies on campus, led by expert faculty.
Okay, madam. Thank you for giving about the program. And then, who is the program designed for? There is always a misconception that IAS and IPS is only for the toppers.
Okay.
Will you believe that? Is it a fact or a myth, according to you and known historical testimonials?
I can say that this is completely a myth, or this is a predetermined notion that has been formed in the minds of the parents and students that only a topper can become an IAS or IPS officer. So, if the students are well equipped with what is happening in the entertainment industry, there is a very famous movie called 12th Fail.
12th Fail.
Yeah. So 12th Fail is a real life incident on how a person who was not even able to clear their 12th grade was able to become an IPS officer. So, if you look at the syllabus of UPSC,
Okay.
the major elements of the general studies syllabus comprises of polity,
Okay.
history, geography,
Okay.
and Indian economy, which the student is already aware of since they have been studying these subjects from their grade 6. So these are the subjects which does not require a new introduction for the students. So I can say that this is not just for the students who top the boards, and also it's very unfortunate that our students are exposed to a framework which is uniform for all. So if one student is excelling in the boards, that doesn't mean that the others are not up to the mark. So there are many avenues that the students can, explore, and I think through our program we can give that exposure to the students, since we are making sure that the students get aware of the different career perspectives that they have in the government sector. And I can say that this program is not just for toppers; it's for every student out there.
It is for everyone.
Everyone, it's for everyone.
No one is below. No one is above.
Exactly.
When you say 230 government exams,
Yeah.
My biggest question is how one course will equip the student to clear the wide range of positions, wide range of government jobs. How your one course will make the student ready for the exams?
Yeah. It's a good question.
Okay.
And when we were designing the program, initially, though we intended to focus only on the preparation for UPSC.
Okay.
But then we thought, we mapped it with the various exams, the syllabus of which collides with the syllabus of UPSC.
Okay.
For example, if you look at the syllabus of APPSC or TGPSC Group 1, okay, 80% of the APPSC, TGPSC syllabus matches with the UPSC syllabus. Okay, the 20% extra element that's there would be the history of Andhra Pradesh, history of Telangana, art and culture of that particular state, or geography of that particular state. What we do in this program is, after we cover the UPSC specific syllabus that aligns with the state PSC syllabus, we make sure that we go an extra mile and cover those 20% different syllabus that is there in the APPSC, TGPSC. So in that manner, the student is preparing for the group 1, 2, 3 and 4 for both APPSC and TGPSC exams. So there itself, more than 100 positions are covered under each public service commission. Apart from this, we have banking, we have insurance, we have RBI. So now how does the exam syllabus of these matches with the UPSC preparation? UPSC prelims has an element called CSAT, which is Civil Services Aptitude Test, which is completely based on logical reasoning, aptitude, English and comprehension. So whatever is the syllabus of CSAT is the 70% of syllabus of banking, insurance and RBI exams. So if a student is preparing for CSAT, which is an element we prepare the student for all the 4 years, the student automatically prepares for these exams. So extra what they need is the awareness as to how many notifications come up every year, how to apply for the exams and what are the opportunities that they have. So we make sure that the students are aware of every opportunity, every time, every moment the exam notification comes up. And again, I think most of the parents are not aware, and most of the students are also not aware that there are various exams for which the students are eligible right after their grade 10, right after their grade 12. So our program is designed in such a way that at whatever level the student is eligible for an exam. For example, after their grade 12, they are eligible for an exam called Combined Higher Secondary Level Exam conducted by Staff Selection Commission, which is a central government exam. So by the time the student finishes their intermediate second year, whatever the syllabus is covered in our program would be in such a way that the student will be prepared for the CHSL exam. So if the student wants to start earning or wants to have a central government job right after their inter second year, we make the students aware of the exam, we prepare for the exam and we make sure that the student apply and write the exam.
Okay.
So that
Is
is
covering
how
wide
we
range-
cover the wide range of
wide
exams
range
through
of
one
exams
through one
course.
program. Yes.
Okay, madam. It clearly shows that since this exam requires dedication,
Yes.
compulsorily need to be dedicated.
Yes.
My question is, how do you think student can manage their regular academics for a period of 4 years alongside with the preparation of UPSC and other banking jobs and all the state PSC exams? My question is.
Yeah. So I think that is the reason why we call it as an integrated
Okay. Okay.
civil services preparation program. So the students who are enrolled in this program, we are making sure that their regular academics are not disturbed by providing expert-led classes on campus.
Okay.
So any campus of Tapasya they get enrolled in,
Okay.
our faculty will be visiting the campus, conducting the classes after their regular
Regular hours.
academics. And this, especially for the students who are aspiring to clear the civil services or to land a government job, we have introduced in Tapasya a stream called HEG, which is History, Economics and Geography.
Okay.
If you look at the syllabus of any government exam, History, Economics, Geography and Polity are the 4 pillar subjects.
Okay.
So if a student is studying these exams for their intermediate, takes up a specialization which matches the same for their graduation,
Okay.
they are preparing for the boards and simultaneously
Okay.
preparing for the competitive exam through both ways. So if they are covering that particular subject in our course and also in the regular classes, they are preparing for both. And that is the reason why this year we had one of our students as state first for HEG as well in Tapasya.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. That's a clear misconception has been cleared.
Yes.
And if for 4 years, according to me, the focus for preparing for these exams and also for their boards, the student major part of their time will be dedicated to the board exam preparation and then for UPSC civil services exam. And is there any chance or is your course covering the holistic development of children?
Okay, Prahlad, I can say that there are many, players in the market who offer different IAS preparation programs or different foundation programs for UPSC preparation. But I say that our program is very unique because for the question that you have asked, I have a very interesting answer, I can say. So it's not just the academics or the theory part that we focus on.
Okay.
We have many co-scholastic elements included in our program. For example, we have field visits.
Okay.
We have a segment of experiential learning.
Okay.
We have guest lectures. And from the very first day, we focus on personality development of the students, preparing them towards the last level of the exam, that is the interview facing. So it's not
Preparing
just
for the worst.
Yeah, I mean, yes, that's the toughest. I can't say it's worst. It's
Preparing for the
toughest.
Okay.
Yes. So since UPSC CSE is the toughest exam in India, its interview is the toughest interview any student can face. So that requires a huge brushing of the personality of the student. So from the very first day we focus on that. So for that we have elements like capstone projects, where the student picks up a topic that they have learned in the entire year, comes in front of the entire class of 50 to 60 students, and feels comfortable talking about it, which I think till their grade 10, it's a very difficult task to have in every student. See, there are a few students who are already gifted with those skills, but every student, they might not have those skills, or they might be shy to come up. They might have stage fear. So we are making sure that these elements are slowly removed from the students so that they are prepared for the interview. So these focus on the holistic development of the students.
Majorly, I think everything. I think you have very interesting concept, madam. And you have mentioned experiential learning.
Yes.
Can you elaborate more on it and explain how it adds value to the students enrolled in the course?
Okay, so we have already been running this program in Tapasya for past 1 year, and we have students enrolled across 4 branches of Tapasya. So last year we had quite a few experiential learning or co-scholastic elements added. So one such element was a political and historical themed trip to Delhi and Agra.
Delhi.
So there, we took the students to Parliament. We took them to the Rashtrapati Bhavan, and we also took them to various palaces. And it was not just a fun trip; it was a trip with mentors. We had around 60 students traveling from here, and every 10 students had a mentor. And we made sure the place that they visited, the book part, the theoretical part of that was explained, showing it to them in reality, so that the student experience what they have
learned. They will not forget in life.
Yes,
I think.
And that is what experiential learning is. And another aspect is that we had conducted a youth parliament session for the students, where though it's a very regular concept that we are coming across right now, but for our students who have just finished their grade 10, to put them in that framework of acting like government agents, like MPs, introducing them to the political framework, training them to understand how the debates work in the parliament, how they need to express themselves, how they need to think from a political person's point of view, was something which was of a great learning, not only for the students but also for us as trainers. And all these elements add up to the learning of the students. And when the students relate it practically, it is easier for them to remember from the exam point of view. And that is how it adds value to what they're learning here, Prahlad.
To sum it up, your students not only learn from the books, they learn through experiences.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, madam. That's a very good concept. And moving to a very important question I had on my mind as an aspirant, I too preparing for the current affairs. Most of the parents and the students, they'll be confused with the current affairs part. How you manage current affairs with the preparation or with the academics?
So this is this actually was a very challenging aspect for us, though we had a pre-designed framework on how to introduce the student to the current affairs. See, till grade 10, the students have a fixed curriculum, I can say, to clear their boards. So they might not be very familiar with newspapers. Now, you say you are an aspirant. Maybe you remember very well how difficult it was for you to start with newspaper reading when you started your preparation.
It's very tough to read.
Yes, exactly. So the same happens with the students. They pick up a newspaper when they go meet someone for an advice as to what they need to do. Or how they need to prepare for the government exams, the first advice I think anyone would give, or might have given you as well, is to follow the current affairs. Read a newspaper, right?
Just read the newspaper.
Yes, just read the newspaper. So you pick up a newspaper which has 14 to 15 pages. Now, what do you need to study? What do you need to refer? It's very important for you to understand. Now, you being a person who has finished your graduation, if you feel that it is difficult, imagine the level of the students who have just finished their grade 10, right? So the first step that we do is to familiarize the student with the syllabus of the exam. So once they get familiarized with the syllabus, they will know what are the elements from the current affairs they need to pick. So in order to do that, we just don't give them the newspaper. Initially, we do the hand holding. So what we do is every 10 students are assigned to a mentor, and the mentor daily makes sure that they share the relevant articles that they need to pick from the newspaper. So see, there are few there are few elements where the students need to think out of the box, and there are few elements where the student has to fix themselves to a particular line of instructions. So that is the same with current affairs. So we make sure that we share the articles we share the articles on a daily basis, so that when the student notice what is the trend of articles that they need to pick up, they automatically, maybe after a year, learn which are the articles that they need to associate with the exam. Along with this, we have also introduced them to government magazines which play a very important role in the preparation, such as the Kurukshetra, Yojana and Down to Earth. So we expose the students to these magazines as well, which probably a student would be aware of only after the graduation when they start preparing for any exam. So it's an early exposure to every element. Now, these are the things that are just not helpful for the exam, but also maybe as a citizen to know what the government is doing for them. Okay. So this is the strategy that we follow for the current affairs, and we do have many current affairs analysis that are being given on our YouTube channel, so that the students can follow if they miss out something.
Thank you for the current affairs strategy, madam. That not only helpful for the beginners, it is also useful for the veterinary aspirants who have aspiring for becoming IAS aspirant.
I hope it is helpful for all.
Is your program in any way prepare the student for any private sector jobs?
Okay, so I did mention that we are preparing the student for the one of the toughest exams of the country.
Okay.
The last level of which being an interview.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Now the interview of a UPSC exam has a panel of esteemed IAS officers, IPS officers, judges, and expert people from their own fields, and they have multiple scenario-based questions that the students must be very proactive to answer. So that requires a daily preparation. Now, if a student is preparing for an interview of such level, I think the student is automatically preparing for any campus recruitment drive interview that would be conducted in the college. So not only that, the CSAT preparation that we have will help them to crack any campus recruitment exam, which mainly comprises of aptitude, reasoning, and English. So of course, we have a safety net of private sector added in our program, where the CRT based preparation is done along with the public sector or the government exam preparation.
Here you are mentioning that clearly student can be developed in such a way that if he can crack government job, happy.
Exactly.
If he not crack,
no, I can crack.
You can say that he can clear.
I can guarantee that if the student is enrolled in our program, by the time they clear their graduation, they will for sure come out with a job of grade A or group A or group B level, I can say. I hope everyone comes out with a gazetted level position, but I can guarantee that every student will come out with a public sector job. I mean, this is only in case the student changes the mind, not when the student does not clear the exam.
Okay, madam. Let's say it's 4 years, multiple segments have been covered, multiple subjects have been covered. How do you make sure that the student's progress is recorded for the improvement?
Okay.
Student progress recorded for the improvement.
Okay, I would want to bring in another unique element of our program here. So, of course, the preparation requires continuous monitoring and continuous improvement. Since the day one, I cannot say that anyone can master it. We have a 6-level pedagogy that we follow, where we start with the basic class structure, where daily classes are delivered on campus. Then we have the basic circle, where every day, whatever the topic has been taught, the students are given questions to practice. And then we have the extreme circle level, where whatever the topics has been covered in the entire week, a test will automatically open on our LMS, the access to which will be given from the very first day. Okay, so the students need to continuously keep themselves engaged with these assessments in order to understand how much they have learned. Okay, now for a faculty or for the parent, it is very important to understand how much the student has learned or what is that they are taking away from the class. So for this, our LMS is linked with one of a kind AI powered dashboard. Okay,
even in
yes, we are very progressive
monitoring
in that.
The student record also, you have introduced the AI.
Yes.
Right now the world is moving forward. Students also needs to be move forward.
Yes. So again, this dashboard is very unique. From the very first test, the student's progress is not just recorded, but also this dashboard shows which are the topics that the student is weak at, or which are the strong points of the student, and the weak points are automatically linked with the relevant video that they need to refer in the LMS. So that once they finish watching the video, they again give the exam and record how much they have learned again. So this will be available till they have the access to the LMS, and the access to the LMS will be there until they clear their exam. Not only up till 4 years, until they clear their exam, and they can track every performance. They can see how they have improved from day one till they have given the interview. So that's the monitoring aspect that we have.
That's very unique concept. And then, ma'am, student need to give 4 years of their life.
Yes.
If a student gives 4 years of their life, compared to the market, what value your course is going to add to the student?
Okay, so if you're talking about the product value that we are we are offering, see Prahlad, if you look into the UPSC market, I can say there is a market over there. Every segment of UPSC is sold separately, or it's been marketed separately. See, it's nothing wrong in that, but that's how the industry works. So if a student goes after their graduation, if they goes for the preparation for UPSC to a regular coaching institute, they have a program called PCM. PCM is Prelims Comes Mains program, which the duration of which would be around 6 to 9 months. And they focus only on the prelims and mains preparation. And mains has a segment called optional. Optional is a subject that the student has to choose from a list of subjects provided by UPSC, and the mains has 2 papers on that particular subject. It can be either history, geography, polity, maths, or any of the languages. The PCM program offered would be charged somewhere starting from 1.5 lakhs, but will not include optional. So our program, in the 3rd and the final year, we will be introducing the students to 2 optional subjects.
You are introducing in the...
Two optional subjects, so that if in case one doesn't work, see, optionals are mainly the deciding subjects. They are the scoring subjects. So if the student feels that they are not good at one, they can have a backup option.
Frequently change the optional subject if they won't get job.
Exactly. So they have a backup option. So we are providing 2 optional subjects. Each optional subject is priced at a minimum of 50K in the market. So around 2.5 lakhs of value added here. Then APPSC Group 1, TGPSC Group 1, if you see, if they are going for offline classes, again it's charged somewhere between 40 to 50,000. You know, as an aspirant, how the market works. If a student enrolls for a TGPSC Group 1 course, APPSC syllabus is not covered. Yes. Similarly, for APPSC, TGPSC syllabus is not covered. We are making sure APPSC, TGPSC Group 1 is covered.
All the courses summed up into one course.
Then we have a test series for prelims and mains. So each test series, again, 25 to 30,000 worth. So all put together, I can say, if you look at the market value, the product value that we offer comes around somewhere to 4 to 5 lakhs. And the student pays here just around 1/4 of what the market price is. I mean, I feel it's less than 1/4 as well. Without the hassle of traveling, without the risk of spending their employable years in studying. So since they are starting it right from the day 1 of grade 11 or into first year, so this is the product value, I can say, both in terms, in monetary terms, and in the
subject wise
career terms, I can say.
That's good, man. And the one which the other question I want to ask you is, when we come across, if student is enrolled for 4 years in our program, normally in the market what the system works means, if a student enrolled in the UPSC preparation, after 8 months of preparation, the student there is no connection between the faculty and the student. There is no connection between the management and the student. How here, after 4 years also, will you be giving any support or mentorship to the student?
Exactly. So the reason why the program is for 4 years rather than for 5 years. See, the students are with us. If we take up the students who are enrolled with us for intermediate and degree, then it is 5 years that we have students with us. But instead of making the program for 5 years, we have made it 4 years. Because 4 years the students go through the preparation, through the training, and they have 1 year, which is the buffer year, where they prepare themselves. So now when I say that they prepare themselves, that doesn't mean that the faculty doesn't support them.
Okay.
So until they clear their
Okay.
exam, they are still connected with the mentors. They are still guided by the mentors. They still have access to our LMS, and whenever a notification comes up, we make sure that the students
Aware
get
of
notified, get aware of this, and the current affairs preparation or help goes on till then. The prelims and any other support goes on. And in case if the student feels that on any topic they are not very well equipped, they are welcome to attend any of the sessions, sit there and revive their
if they miss any
topics.
class also, if he is not comfortable with any topic also.
Yes, they can drop down by any center and then listen to the class.
I am looking for such a course.
I mean,
in my graduation, if I would have found.
Exactly. See, that is the gap that we had once upon a time when I was an aspirant, but started very late after my masters, I can say.
Okay, ma'am.
Then it was not only very competitive, but also very demotivating to start something in the years where actually I could have been earning or employed.
Yes.
So that is the gap that we are trying to fill by providing this program to our students.
Very good concept, madam. What is the one message you want the parents and the students to take from this conversation?
Okay. So I think I would be giving two messages, not one, Prahlad. First is that if you look at the trend of how the students have been preparing for UPSC previously, is that they finish their graduation, they take up engineering or they take up medicine, they finish their graduation, they realize that the private sector market is very tough, very demanding, very competitive. On a daily basis, they need to keep upgrading themselves, they need to fight for themselves. And I don't know how many of you are aware that today the work just not depends on what you do in the office. It works on the social media as well. You see doctors making reels, you see to promote themselves. So on a daily basis, it's very challenging and demanding. So don't prepare your students or your kids only for a degree. Prepare them for a career, and that is what we are providing, what our program is providing, preparing them for a career. And the second point that I want to reiterate is the point that this program or this field does not require or does not demand only toppers. It is for everyone out there, everyone who is willing to have or is aspiring for a job or a career with financial security, with the job security, with a work-life balance, with power, with status, then this is the right place to start.
Thank you, ma'am, for wonderful insight.
Thank you so much, Prahlad.
Thank
you for having
this
me
conversation would have cleared a cloud on the government job preparation for the most of the parents and the students. And if you have any questions, please feel free to connect with us at the nearest branch of the Tapasya College, Commerce of Management. At the nearest branch, we are having 10 branches around in the city. Kindly feel free to connect. Thank you.
So, are there anyone who has doubts?
If anyone has any doubt, kindly. If anyone has any doubt, kindly raise your hands.
Good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah. How many hours of training will you provide, madam? How many daily hours of training will you provide?
So, sir, daily, whatever is a working calendar for the year, we have classes on every day. And every day we have 2 hours of session after the regular academic classes. And this would be amounting to somewhere around 240 to 300 hours every year. So, into 4 would be, yes.
You meant to say it would be around 1,000 hours of training every for the complete program. Right?
Yes, sir. These are just the theoretical hours that I'm talking about. This does not include the experiential learning or the co-scholastic element or the guest lectures that I have mentioned. So if you pitch in those hours as well, I can easily say that for an year we can go for about 350 to 380 hours, sir. So it can go for more than 1,000 hours for all the 4 years combined. And again, the special mentorship that we offer dedicatedly in the evening, the mentor connects with the group that they are assigned to, and 1 hour of discussion happens there as well. So that is add-on benefit to the students in our program.
Okay. Do you also have practice tests every weekly, or like is it how it works?
Yes, sir. So that is what I was talking about, the 6-level pedagogy followed by Veranda IAS. So the first level is the basic circle, that is the classes that I have mentioned. And then we have the, basic class, then followed by basic circle. Basic circle is where daily, whatever topic is being taught, the LMS opens a particular topic related practice questions for the students. Now that would be on a daily basis. Then whatever topics are covered in the entire week, we have an extreme circle test that opens every week on the LMS. So the student not only gives a daily test but also a weekly test. Then they have on paper monthly assessments and midterm assessments. And the reason why we have it on paper is because UPSC is an on-paper exam, and they have an element of mains answer writing where the student needs to write the answers. So from the day one, we make sure that they start the answer writing practice as well, but the answer writing tests are done monthly and midterm and final basis. So we have an entire curriculum design like how it's there in schools and colleges. So regular assessments are there for sure. And then again, we have the AI powered dashboard, as I have mentioned, which tracks the progress and records the progress of the students simultaneously, sir.
And one more question, madam. In regards to the interview thing, like how do you train the students, like for the preliminary thing, it's fine, but when it comes to the interview part, like how do you train the student on the interview part?
Okay, so I said that we have co-scholastic elements. So last year what we did, which we would be doing every year, is that we added an element of project presentation for the student. So for example, we had the subject of Indian economy. So the student took up the topic of budget, took up a topic on public policy. They made their own presentation. They came up, they spoke in front of their classmates. Now, I think this is a very difficult task for students to even speak in front of their classmates because they always have a fear of judgment. Now, this is our first step towards eradicating that fear. Again, focusing towards interview preparation. Now, slowly we move ahead and then we do this. Along with that, we have the IAS, IPS guest lectures. Then in the third and final year of our program, we have mock interview segments where real life IAS officers, IPS officers would be invited, and an interview kind of setup would be made, and the student will be exposed to the interview panels, and they would be guided as to what improvements they can make to clear the interview. I hope it has answered your question, sir.
Yes, madam. And one more small query I have, madam.
Yes, sir.
In regards to the analytical part, like when a student takes HEG plus IAS,
yes,
will it be to that level of analytical, like will it develop that level of analytical skills?
Exactly, sir. HEG.
We do not have analytics in HEG, right?
So HEG has economics, and economics, I think if anyone who's there from economics background, they might know it's not just a theoretical subject. It's a subject which requires a lot of thinking, which requires a lot of logical and analytical analysis to act according to what is happening. So that's one element that is there added in the economics. They have to think proactively. They have to decide according to the changing situations of the financial conditions of the country. So obviously it focuses on the analytical skills. Then we have the CSAT element. The CSAT element from the very first year. CSAT, though it's just a qualifying paper for prelims, plays a very important role to clear the exam. And also for every government exam, since it is important for every government exam, we have CSAT elements, which again is the foundation and master for all the analytical skills that are needed for a student. So we cannot say that the student does not develop any analytical skills, or there is no scope to develop analytical skills through HEG and the UPSC program. So economics itself is the biggest example for analytical thinking and proactive approach towards the changing scenarios, I can say, sir.
Okay, got it, madam. Madam, one final thing, I hope that your training sessions might have helped a lot of people. Do you have any stats of saying that how many people have really got into this program after your training?
Sir, this program, if I say, it's just been 1 year since we started this program. So, but Veranda has an experience of more than 14 years in training students across South India. And we have trained in these 14 years, we have trained over 6 lakh students, and we have successfully placed more than 1 lakh students across different government sectors, ranging from the civil services to the insurance, banking and RBI. So these are the statistics that I can say which has really motivated us to introduce this program and bridge that gap that the students face after their graduation. So be it after graduation or now, the student has to spend a minimum of 3 to 4 years to crack any government exam. So we are trying to bridge that gap. And through our experience, through our student feedbacks, we have got that motivation to start for the students of grade 11. So that is our strength, sir.
So it's a very good number, 15% average, 15% of students.
Yes, sir.
Who got placed. So that's a very good number.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir. Any more questions? Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, students and my dear parents. If your kids aspire to become a government servant, become a bureaucrat and serve the country, we need to start early. We need to start as soon as possible, not only just to make sure that the student matches up with the competition that's there in the market, but also that the student does not waste any of their employable years after their graduation. So for the same purpose, Tapasya College of Commerce and Management, in association with Veranda IAS, has come up with a very unique program, that is the Integrated Civil Services Program, or the IAS Prep Program. For this program, we have HEG, a specialized course, that is History, Economics and Geography for their intermediate. And this is an integrated program where both their board academics, that is intermediate and graduation, are combined with the competitive exams preparation. So we focus on preparing the student for more than 230 government exams on campus with expert-led faculty, with continuous assessment, with AI-powered dashboard analysis, with an LMS access for 4 years, with esteemed guest lectures by retired IAS, IPS officers, preparation for the interview, and inculcating many co-scholastic elements such as experiential learning, all under one roof. So for further inquiries, you can please feel free to connect with any of our counselors, drop by any of our branches and enroll your kid and prepare them for a career towards serving the nation. Thank you.